Hi everyone and welcome to Shelf by Shelf number 11. I'm going to try kneeling down this time because when I sat down last time my back was really killing me. I don't have a very good lower back and isolation hasn't exactly helped me get to the gym to help on working on it. But this is the shelf we're looking at now. There's a few on there, although one is technically an expansion, so it won't be too bad. This one is kind of a guilty pleasure. Trial by Trolley. Not a big fan of the whole Cards Against Humanity thing and the joking hazard games and stuff, but this one is a bit more fun. I've got it because there's a group of mates of mine who do like these ones, and I thought, well, this is my choice pick. This one is very controversial. A guy is a conductor and you take it in turns in teams to basically put these things on a track, from anything from starving orphans to your mother to your greatest fans to Adolf Hitler on these tracks, and you're trying to convince the conductor to switch the track so that he runs over the opposing team's stuff. It is controversial. Stuff will be said that should never be ushered outside of the game. But it is a good laugh, and it's certainly the one that I pick out of all these, like, whatever they're called, cyanide and happiness ranges. I certainly prefer this massively to Cards Against Humanity, because this one, yes, you are kind of at the mercy of the cards, but there's a lot more discussion, and I think that works a lot better in its favour. Chronicles of Crime, Lucky Duck games. You know, I mean, I like Lucky Duck stuff, although not as much as I would like to like some of their stuff, although I have kickstarted, what's it called, Kingdom Rush, which I know is a good game, and I've also kickstarted Time of Destinies, whatever it's called, the Legends one, and I think that's going to be really good as well. But, you know, I wasn't a huge fan of Paranormal Detectives and one or two of the others, but this one, Chronicles of Crime, solid. I mean, whether you've got the sleeve or not, because I think this was originally kickstarted, this is a fantastic deduction game using the app with the QR codes. I prefer Detective from Portal, but this is still like a close second in terms of deduction games. I suck at it, still, like all the others, and I didn't kickstart the newest lot, the Millennium series, not because they're not good. I have tried them, the first one anyway, and it is really, really good. It's just that with the coronavirus and, you know, money concerns and just the fact that there's only so much exclusive content in there, I figured I could wait till retail release to get them, because I still have 2 expansions worth of content in here, the Noir one and the Redview one. I haven't even touched those yet. I've only gone through base stuff, just trying to find the time. In fact, maybe I should bring this out later today. I'll bring it out this holiday and try and cram through a few more of these cases, but it's a really good deduction game. Very simple, still good and thinky. The QR code thing you have to get kind of used to, and I hate the fact that you can't undo a conversation that you've done. Like, you know, you have to remember to exit every conversation before you tap on something else, and I keep forgetting to do that. Bit of a pain, but that small niggle aside, this is still well deserving of the accolades it gets. Okay, I'm going to switch back to cross-leg now, because that was getting painful for my knees. Right, this one is one of those ones that could maybe fall out of the collection. Newton from Simone Luciani and Nestor Manglon. I can't pronounce half these names. Cranio Creation and Cool Mini or Not. This one is a themeless Euro game. This is Euro of Euro games, but it's a neat one. The main reason I've kept this one is not because of the theme, obviously, but I like the mechanics in it with the action selection. The idea that you've got your board and you have to place a tile down, but the more tiles you've got with the action on it, the more powerful it gets. But you only have so many of them. You obviously have to do a bit of everything. You could focus on one of these sideboards, like the map or the school. Yes, theme completely pasted. It is dry. It is super dry. But the point salad nature of this one and how relatively smooth it is, it's not a particularly complex game, has kind of sung to me. Haven't played it in a while though, because again, the dry games are harder to get to the table because I want to play something more thematic. And this one has, I need to get this to the table soon to kind of reinvigorate it in my collection, because otherwise it could be in danger of leaving it. But I still think that this is a pretty solid one, considering that most of the stuff from this designer I don't tend to go for. But yeah, it's a cool point salad. Ooh, remember what I said about controversial? This is another controversial game, and another good one at that. What is said in this game should not be ushered outside of the game. Unusual Suspects is controversial guess who. Pretty much. You have a mob of, like, well, the back of the box ain't going to show you that, but you've got basically a grid of, I think, 12 of these cards, mug faces, and one of them is the murderer, and the other one, all the rest are innocent. The person, they're all working as a co-op, but one person knows who it is, and it's based on these cards that say, do they ride to the gym? Do they enjoy drama films or whatever? You know, based on those questions, the other players have to try and work out, based on the guy's answer of yes and no, which are the innocent parties and rule them out, so that the last one is the murderer. It is controversial, because you have nothing to go on but mugshots. No other information. So you are literally judging these people based on their appearance. As I said, controversial Guess Who. This is Guess Who if Samuel L. Jackson was playing it. Right? And yes, we've seen the memes of a Guess Who advert mixed with Pulp Fiction, but there's some good funny ones out there. Does he look like a... Yeah, I'm not going to say it. But with this one, it's just great. The idea that you get like this person who's like really overweight in the picture, and as soon as the card comes up saying, do they cycle to the gym? Half the players will go, well, yeah, they do, because he's trying to lose weight. The other half will be like, come on, he's never seen a bicycle in his life. He's not cycling around. And it's like, whoa, okay, you do have to be careful with who you play this with. But if you accept it's only a game, and people aren't being serious about these sort of things, and you're happy with the controversial nature of it, it is a barrel of laughs. And then finally, this is like both of them, because I can't fit everything into one box. Although maybe I can do something with that, we'll have to see. But this is... In fact, do I have an insert for this one? No, I don't think I do. No, I've still got it in my plain old box thing because I haven't bought the insert for it yet. I don't know. We'll have to see if I can get it all into one box. But this is Underwater Cities. Underwater Cities. I do like heavy games, people. I do like some heavy games. And yes, the theme in this is a little pasted on. But what sells this one to me, and the designer stuff normally doesn't sell that well to me, although... is Pulsar 2849 Vladimir Suchi? Maybe I'm starting to warm up to him. But with this one, it's that card mechanic. The idea that you've got the slots to place the card on with a location ability, but then if you can match the colour, you also get the card ability. And it's like, oh, so thinky and so really cool. Multiple paths to victory, although I have heard comments that the kelp strategy is kind of a bit dominating. I haven't seen that personally. I've seen people do a variety of stuff, and I like to try out different strategies. But with the expansion, the new discoveries, you've now got an additional way to score points. You've now got different objective tiles, more cards. You know, it basically gives you essentially more of the same with some asymmetric player powers as well, which was definitely needed. But yeah, all this and that. I mean, it looks cool on the board, even if the artwork is a little bit basic, but it's got good colour. But I just like that card mechanic. It just sings to me. And that's the thing. Yes, thematic games will keep me coming back for more, but if the mechanic is that good, that unique, or that thinky, it's like, I might still love the game for it. And this is one that I do really like out of the heavy games that are a bit more drier, shall we say. But yeah, I mean, some people have compared it to Terraforming Mars actually, and I can sort of see where they're coming from, but I think they're different enough. But if you ask me to compare the two, oh yeah, this one would win like hands down without even a second thought. So yeah, shelf number 11. Whew. We're nearly up to 12, and then 4 more on here, and then we're in the next room. So thanks for your support with these videos, guys. I'll try and crank them out as fast as I can. I'm only off work this week, so we'll have to see how it goes after that. But considering I ain't got much else to do during this week, what else can I do? Stupid isolation. I'm definitely more of an extrovert, I think, so this is not my favourite time. Oh well, like I say, glad you're enjoying the videos. Thanks for your support, really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.